Hello, everyone. My name is Braylee, and welcome back to the Twilight Road. Okay. For starters, look at where I'm at. How beautiful everything is. And second of all, it's cold. Okay, it was not this cold earlier. It was definitely a lot hotter. It's brick and it's real windy. Pero it's funny. I've been thinking about this for so long, and now that it's time to actually do it, I still feel some hesitancy. But guess what? That's perfect. Because what did I write down the other day? Fear and pain. I love my fear and I love my pain because they are gifts that present to me the opportunity to express my love, to express my beauty, and to express my soul. And that's where what I want to say is going to come out. To continue to be very vulnerable. I'm excited. So excuse any shakiness on top of the fact that it's fucking cold, like I said. Pero, love, beauty, and soul, right? I know for me, and I know for you, whoever you are seeing this, things have been really, really crazy and intense and big and major. And I've been seeing it all around me, not just within myself, but the fact that I've been seeing it so much around me just reflects it further within myself. And the reason why I bring up love, my beauty, and my soul is because I really want to share that these three things are ultimately what saved me, I guess you can say. That let me find myself again when I thought I had lost a sense of myself, and even when I did lose that sense of self. And one of the, if not the biggest reason I'll say, my biggest reasons or contributors and influences for having that sense of disconnection from myself is my personal intimate relationships, my romantic relationships, my intimate and sensual relationships. And it's with all my personal relationships, family, of course, obviously, the close friends I've had that I've considered family, and the relationship that I share with people that I've intimately loved. And throughout those years, even though I'm only 23, but throughout these long years of being in relationships with men and boys that reflected in me ultimately the self-worth within myself, or at least how it was, because a lot of, and I would say the biggest thing that I've realized recently is like that sense of security and strength and confidence and full-bodiedness being able to fully feel present in my body and safe in my body and comfortable in my body. It was something I've had since a child. I was a child and I was very young. I love to tell this story, so I'm gonna tell it real quick. Pero I remember when I lived in the Bronx, right? This was before I was in school at all, and I only spoke Spanish, by the way. Spanish was my first language. Dominican Spanish too, so you know that's this whole thing. That's a whole other thing. Pero over here thinking I'm seeing people on the ledge. So beautiful. Pero I was living in the Bronx, and I remember my stepdad, my mom's boyfriend at the time, his parents were coming to meet us kids. My mom had a previous child and me, so I was the baby at the time. Not to disclose too much, but I liked to be comfortable in my home, in terms of not feeling restricted by a lot of cloth, and I like to suck my thumb. So I used to just be there chilling on the couch, just, you know, doing it like how I did. And I remember my stepdad's parents, they came in to visit, and I remember the first thing I remember his mom saying to me was, in Spanish, obviously, ay, pero ya tú estás grande y todavía te estás mamando tu dedo, which is like, for the people who don't understand Spanish, we go a little Duolingo. That was, oh, you're this big and you're still sucking your thumb. So then, to which I immediately replied, esta es mi casa, yo puedo hacer lo que yo quiero, y si no te gusta, vete. Which means, this is my house. I could do what I want, and if you don't like it, leave. And I ate that. And that's so funny because, going back to what I was saying, that sense of like innocence, and also I would even say ferocity, and definitely some sassy zestiness, but it's something that's always been there. It wasn't a matter of trying to create it or find it. It was more so allowing myself to, not even allowing, but to destroy the things that I've learned growing up. Excuse me. Confirmation burp. Shout out to the girly Jadina. Love her. Go check her out, definitely. I ain't never do this, but I'm gonna try to link her because she's super lit. Pero, and accurate, and funny, and she's beautiful. Going back to what I was saying. Damn. It was more so a matter of destroying the things that I picked up, or that were, in cases, quite literally beaten into me. Ooh, I should have put a trigger warning. Pero I apologize. I should have put a trigger warning. I'm just trying to be really raw and vulnerable. Pero I'll make a good note of that. You guys okay? Love you. Pero it was more so destroying all the walls and the restrictions and the chains and the limitations and honestly, like, purging out the poison almost that was seeping into my soul, because it was affecting my mental health. It's affected my emotional health, my physical health, and girl, like, what other, my financial health, what other, all your healths in tandem, that creates your quality of life and how you are experiencing your world. And Hassan Abi, America is doomed. And that's, you know what, and that's good that came up, because this is the biggest reason why I wanted to make this video because at this point in time, there's no excuse to not know yourself and to not truly be who you are and to express yourself. And the fact that we're currently in a place where not only is our freedom has been violated, our freedom to self-express chained, our freedom to liberate ourselves with knowledge and experiences in art chained, or worse, the fact that we're literally being unalived, deleted. I don't like that. That's too technical. That's like too techy. We're being taken. That's good. The fact that we're being taken and through such violent and disgusting means, but they're literally not. I'm not gonna go too much on that because that's not the purpose of this. But it's a matter of our souls at this point. I think it's very clear that some people have souls and some people did whatever the fuck they did with that shit and it's gone, and now they're just empty zombies, or they're demonic pieces of fucking serial kill unaliving shites. And going back to what I was saying, it's really a matter of reconnecting with yourself, that younger version of you that has that purity, that has that innocence, that hasn't been so influenced and affected, and I would say even tainted by the world. But at the same time, having that experience, it gives us choices as we grow. It lets us add more walls between us and who we truly are, our souls, our core, or it allows us to grow and climb over the wall, break down the wall, get through that wall and get stronger because of it, and that connection to that core becomes stronger. And that's something I've come back to with myself, and I am currently right now going through a lot of very big changes myself. It's a lot, but I know that I want to live for beauty, and I want to live for my soul. I want to live for my beauty, the things I find beautiful, and I want to live for my love, the things that I love, and I want to live for my soul and the things that I feel with my soul. And that applies to every single one of you, the ones that see this, the ones that don't see this. I really do believe that love, beauty, and the soul are the keys that are gonna help ourselves, to help society, and to help civilization and humanity to get back to where we need to be. Because it's very clear that evil is running amok, and a lot of that evil has seeped into all of our lives in one way, shape, or another. There is nobody that hasn't been touched by this and the shit that's going on, and the beings and entities that influence this evil energy. Pero time and time again, when I feel like I've reached the point where I wouldn't be able to get back up again, I prayed, and I just had faith in the universe. And ooh, there was a bat just flew by. Confirmation for somebody. I know it's definitely one for me. And speaking of which, actually, I can show you that it's a confirmation for me. Yeah, stop playing with me. I'm not gonna focus. Okay, pero you see it. And it's funny how that bat flew right past me when I mentioned praying and having faith and having trust in what you want to call God, or your creator, source, whatever. I refer to my family as my beautiful sacred spirits. And through that, it's really helped me to retrace my steps, you could even say, and find my way back to my love, my beauty, and my soul, which has allowed me to, and is allowing me to continue to heal myself, to express myself. Bird, beautiful bird. And to liberate myself. And despite all the scary things that are happening, because I do feel scared, I'm not gonna act like I don't, but it's also exciting. It's a prospect of new beginnings and starting new things, because I'm choosing myself, I'm choosing my beauty, I'm choosing my love, I'm choosing my soul, I'm choosing my life. I want to live my life. And I want you guys to be able to live your life too. So, I'm gonna start wrapping this up. Pero, actually, I'm not. There's people passing by and I got nervous. Pero I'm going to continue. I want to be able to show the fact that despite the things that are happening right now, and despite the fact that even for me personally, there's a lot of very drastic and extreme and intense and very life-changing changes that are going on right now, it is possible to start over. It is possible to I don't want to be reborn. It's possible to lose everything, to be burnt to ash, and to rise again. It is possible to go into your chrysalis and completely melt and lose every single fiber of your being, yet transform into something that's even more beautiful and even more stunning and endurant than before, and honestly just divine, magical, you could even say. Actually magical, I will say. It's possible, and as I'm doing this for myself, as I've done time and time again, I want to share this for anybody that feels like they cannot do it, because as somebody that has experienced a lot of trauma in their life and has had to start over a multitude of times, I've learned and I've grown and I've come back to myself. And you can too, no matter what your age is, no matter who you are, what your background is, to an extent, because these demons and these evil motherfuckers right now, they're gonna get exactly what the fuck they're gonna get. And that's that. I'm gonna leave that at that. They don't have souls, so they don't count. They clearly have abandoned humanity. They don't consider the rest of the non-pedo rings, the Epstein class circles. They don't consider nobody within that circle human. You know, and if you don't know, you will know about the fuckery and the evil, demonic things that they do. Pero they don't have souls. My point being, besides them, you can always start over. You always have a choice, and you will always have another opportunity to rebuild yourself and to rebuild your life and to rebuild your whole reality, because you can. And I'll show you this. This is perfect. Oh, you can't really. There you go. It's the moon. Oh, and it is April 1st, 2026. 1935 hours. It said it was supposed to be like 74 degrees today. This shit is cold now. It said there was supposed to be a storm. I do think it's gonna storm, but probably later on in the nighttime. And today has been a beautiful day. My coworker gave me some brownies. Shout out to Jessica, she's goated. Love her. I'll show you a little bit of what I found. I always love to collect things out in nature because nature is my safe spot. I love to be outside. And that's another thing that if y'all don't love nature, if y'all don't protect your environment, if y'all don't care for it, your animals, your flowers, your trees, all that, like if you litter, like it's really smoke. I don't care who you are. Like you need to tighten the fuck up and take care of the earth. Period. But look, I found some flowers, cool, like little piece of bark tree that has a hole in it. Some rocks. Oh, I found a freaking glass pipe. I was cleaning the little gazebo area by where I'm at. Girl, you gotta make sure. Don't play with me. Oh my god, the full moon is so beautiful. It's the pink moon too. Pink cherry blossoms. And I found some animal bones because I believe I found the fox dens where the foxes hide over here in the park where I'm at. And that's crazy because I've only ever seen them once late at night and it felt like a Disney movie. But they are here. But I'm like, where would they go? And I think I found it. But I'm going to try to study these bones to see what animal they are, to see if that matches their feeding habits or what they would eat. I think it's like maybe a groundhog jaw. I don't know. Look how beautiful this is though. And you know what? Everything about right now is beautiful. Life is beautiful. I'm beautiful. You're beautiful. And the fact that we have purpose and that we have enough love to continue to grow as humans and evolve and to meet ourselves again and our true core and our true essence and our souls are us without the bodies. That's beautiful. And that really is something that I care about. That is my purpose. One of my purposes to fight for, to advocate, to nurture, to embrace, to express, all that. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's cold as hell, but it's beautiful. So yeah, I look cute right now. Pero I also wanted to make this video because part of that transformation for me is always like a little, I call it a grooming session. So I'm also gonna show y'all in my next video, obviously, the new look. Coño, pero yeah, I'm about to start heading out because I'm cold and I'm hungry and I got a lot of moving to do. But it's gonna be fun. I have my beautiful community, I have my beautiful secret spirits, and I have my beautiful self, and I love that, and I love having a soul. And for you bitches that sold your soul, you're a fucking disgrace to humanity, and humanity is definitely gonna get its lick back because humanity is not alone. And a lot of things exist, and if y'all have not catched on, a lot of things exist outside our current societal reality, I guess you could say. And if y'all don't believe in angels and demons and nature spirits and astral projection and energy and all that, y'all need to stick with me, and we gonna learn together. We're going to learn, express, and liberate together. Okay, I love you all. I'll catch my instincts. I'll catch you all in the next time on the Twilight Road. email me at the Twilight Road. You can find me anywhere. Well, not anywhere. I need to make the list of where you can actually officially find me at. But it's gonna be at the Twilight Road. Yeah, let me know if you guys have had any dreams, any cool dreams, any symbolic dreams. I definitely categorize, and yeah, if you've made it this long for real, like you really watching right now, because I know I be yapping, talking about some. I'm gonna keep this short. Yeah. I categorize my dreams. I study my dreams. That's a whole other thing, and I can show you. We gonna learn to do that together. Pero now what the fuck is this? Well, I'll see y'all later on the Twilight Road. Love you guys.